this year, her word is industriousness. All right, and that may not seem like the most attractive or most romantic word. Wait, y'all laughing at my word? It's not a word. Industrious.
Industrious.
Is industrious? That's not a word. Fine. Industrious. Wait. I'm gonna look that up. And if it's wrong, whatever. I'll mention that part about me sticking my foot in my mouth. Anyway, it's okay. I can deal with it. Here's the deal. She puts in the work every single day, all the time, no matter what we do, every little bit. All right. Make sure she gets every bit. I've likened her to somebody that properly eats the yogurt Yoplait. She gets every bit out. Okay. She gets every single bit out. She gets everything out of her ability. She gets everything out of her teammates, and that's also why she's been honored with our Teammate of the Year award. Which I'm going to go ahead and give that to you as I talk to you a little bit. But it's really cool because, and most of the people I've talked about some of the stuff that's happening off the court, but I'm actually going to talk about some of the things that are taking place on the court for Camden because it took her a while for those things to come about. First, because of her moving over from Centennial Partners to varsity as a freshman, we couldn't make that happen. And then as a sophomore, she's starting for us and then breaks her leg. And then when she figures out that her leg is, healed from being broken, the doctors had missed that there was a meniscus tear, so she was out for the rest of the year because of that. And so then she comes back as a junior, starts off really nice, and then has some struggles, and then gets down a little bit, and so maybe fizzled out a little bit, and then her senior year just exploded. When you're on a team with Journey Harris and Jazzy Owens, Barnett, and you're the starting point guard, you're pretty nice. You're pretty nice. And in fact, not to take anything away from any one of our players, you guys know how decorated Jazzy's been over the course of the past 4 years. But when we were at the Duncanville tournament and we're playing down the stretch, and Camden was recognized in all tournament at both the Allen tournament, and these were not coach selections; these were media selections at both the Allen tournament and at the Duncanville tournament. And when we're coming down the stretch, and you have a Division I college coach that is recruiting another player on your team, go, hey, I thought you were going to put it in the hands of number 11 late in the game. That's a pretty special compliment. Ended up hitting a big shot for us to get third place and to take that home at the buzzer. But Cam, one of the things that you said, she also opened up to us a lot, wrote us letters. Anything that you put out there, she not only absorbed, but she went back. At one point we were saying, like, hey, we don't know what's going on with you guys all the time. We only get this little piece of the pie. So Camden, to fill in some of that information, reached out to each one of the coaches personally, all right, and told her a little bit about not just herself, but really was inquiring about these adult individuals. We're supposed to be pouring in them, and there's Camden, 17, 18-year-old kid pouring into her coaches. It's pretty special, all right? And one of the things she said in one of her final, each one of the seniors talked to us, but she said, I feel the pressure, and I don't want to let you guys down. I never want to let you guys down. I'm going to tell you something, Cameron. You've never let us down, ever. I hope you can say the same about us. I love you. Thank you. Good luck to you. It all starts at home with this one. All right. Number 30, senior Jazzy Owens Barnett. Her mother is Crystal Owens. Jazzy's word is dynamic. I think that is a word. Table? Yeah, okay. All right, so her word is dynamic. And it's, she's a dynamic athlete, but also if you put Jazzy in front of the spotlight and things like that, or if she walks into a room, she's also really dynamic. And it's something that really becomes, it's kind of easy for her. But the deal is that when you're a young person, or even an old person for that matter, that can be a little bit overwhelming. You don't always handle it the best kind of way. You know, but one of the things that I thought was so cool, we pointed out Jazzy's points when she was a sophomore. And it's not to say that she lacked productivity over the course of her junior and senior year. She's the most recognized athlete, and we've got a kid playing for Stanford right now that's in the NCAA tournament. We have another one that just almost had a triple-double last night for Tulsa in the WNIT. We have another one that played yesterday in the Euro Cup, playing for Ryer Venezia in Italy, and in the pros, still playing at 27, 28 years old. And with all these players, the most decorated one that's ever come through our program is Jazzy. And to me, it says something about how dynamic she is, and also how willing she is to do the little things. The fact that she has one record. She might have a couple. I'm still digging through, but she has one record. All right, in terms of individual success. But because she impacts the game, and because she's led in so many different ways, and impacts the game in a number of different ways, that really her success has come in the fact that over the course of that time, and this is with a COVID year, she's still managed to win 114 ball games that she's appeared in. All right, that's pretty tough to do. 23 playoff games. Remember, it's a possible 28 total. That's the most you can play. She's won 23. And if y'all think that Giselle Amal over at Cedar Park is going to win more than that, well, she's only on 18 right now. So, you know, it may not happen. But I'm saying that's a top 10 in 5A, top 2 classifications. That is a top 10 player ever in the state of Texas. Ever. All right, in terms of winning in important times. She's done that. She's been a points leader, but she's been a charge leader. She's been a steals leader. She's been an assist leader. All right, and she's led in a number of different ways. And when she was a sophomore and she was trying to step up into a leadership role, and she thought it was kind of funky when another one of her teammates broke it out, you know, we kind of talked to her about it, and we were saying, hey, that's not funky. You're the one that should have already been in that kid's ear and saying, hey, you have great practice, you need to break us out. And so what did we see for the next 2.5 years? That's what we saw for the next 2.5 years. That kind of pouring in, and she got a lot out of herself and the people around her. You know, and there's some responsibility with being dynamic. All right, there's a lot of responsibility. And the main thing, Jazzy, I got to tell you is when you're in that kind of role, you have to keep, because some things are naturally going to come to you, is that you got to keep pouring into other people and deflecting that and making sure that their cup is full. And you've done a great job over the last 4 years, and I know that you'll continue to do a great job of that moving forward. I mean, it'd be silly. I could talk about TGCA, TABC. I could talk about all that stuff. She's going to be All-State again. She was Dallas Morning News, first team, all area for the third time in the year, in the best place in Texas and arguably in America. But those things pale in comparison to if you just get some time to talk.